Alright guys, me and Danny are right here with Fifi. Today's a good day. We're gonna go check on the car. It's been a while, and I got something to share with you guys. I've never been sponsored with anything in my life, amongst all the money I've spent on cars. But
you sponsor yourself.
Exactly, I'm sponsored by myself. But got my first sponsored product, which is actually gonna be our battery. And that's from Lifeline Racing, which is manufactured by Concord. This thing's pretty nice, man. It's got a really nice option that a lot of these 16-volt batteries don't have. Let's see here. So, we got, as you can tell, a 16-volt post right here, a 12-volt post, and our ground. So, what that's going to let us do is basically the Holley, ignition, fuel, pumps, anything like that, everything's going to run off of 16 volt. It's just way more efficient. But lighting does not like 12 volt at all. It kills it. So we're going to run all our lighting off of that 12 volt post. We got to get running. The guys are only going to be at AC Carcraft now for probably like another 45 minutes, and we got about 25 minutes to get up there. So we're going to get on the road, check on the car. Believe me, there's been a ton of progress. Alright, so just to correct myself, because I was really trying to get that in one take. Lights do not like 16 volt. So as you can see on the battery, we had a 16 volt post, a 12 volt post on our ground. Lights do not like 16 volt. They burn out. LED, incandescent, doesn't matter what it is. They do not like the high voltage. So pretty much all our lighting is going to run off of that 12 volt. Any interior lighting, you know. And other than that, everything's going to run off of 16 volt. So like we said, we're on our way to AC right now.
All right, guys, what's going on? We just left AC. Excuse the close proximity.
And the drone. Oh, good backfire there.
We are in Fifi, as you guys already know. And
I didn't want to bring Fifi today, but Fifi had fuel and the truck didn't, so.
And we were.
It is what it is.
Short on time. Anyways, let me switch it over here to homeboy so he can tell y'all what's going on.
I don't even know where to begin. All right, we're gonna start rolling that clip as we're talking about it. Starting at the front of the car, you can tell that the bay bars have been completed. There's still a lot of welding to be done, guys. Pretty much, you know, everything needs to be fully welded into the car. A lot of stuff is just tacked for right now. But as you can tell, those bay bars are completely integrated into the strut towers, so that way they don't buckle or anything like that. You know, God forbid we do, you know, a crazy wheelie or something like that, and the car comes down hard and you buckle your towers in. But the metal is really, really strong there from the factory. The height itself isn't really high off the frame rail, so that gives it, you know, I guess what's
more rigidity.
Yeah, more rigidity, because, you know, it doesn't have a lot of angle to move around with. And the biggest change you guys are going to notice is when we move towards the inside of the car. As you can tell, pretty much the entire funny car cage is completed at this point. Man, like I honestly have no words to how nice this stuff is coming out.
I mean, it's the exact vision that we had for the car that we presented to them a few months ago, and he's exceeded every expectation and everything. These people have he's an outstanding fabricator. There's nothing else to say.
He is a fabricator.
There's
nothing else to say than that. But moving a little bit further to the back of the car, you can notice we got our fuel cell and water tank from Chiseled. Robert at Chiseled killed it on the tank. It's basically 3rd gen fitment, so he had the rough measurements he needed already. We're sitting at like 10 gallons of fuel and around 7 gallons of water. What was a really nice touch on it, I don't know if you can see it in the video there, but that little brass piece that's on top of the tank, it's actually a float sensor. So these guys went ahead and added a float sensor on it, which will work with our Holley. We can actually know how much fuel's in this thing, which is a really nice touch. I mean, you don't see a whole lot of drag cars have that.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even in the original plan.
No, it wasn't. It was just pretty pleasant surprise, actually.
It worked out, and we are going to street drive the car, so that is something handy to have.
Yep. Unfortunately, our new intercooler, why are they facing the wrong way on the highway?
Florida.
What?
Florida.
Okay, anyway. Unfortunately, we don't have our intercooler from NCC Fab yet. It's being finished in production this week, so that way hopefully it'll come back, you know, next week, and so you can work on finishing up the turbo kit, getting the whole cold side set up. pretty much, you know, the real difficult part of the fabrication inside, the whole thought process, you know, that lengthy process is done.
Yeah, where to put the bars and all that.
The bottom of the car is going to go a lot faster. I mean, I don't know. We could be very well seeing this car back in our hands in what? I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks, maybe. Fingers crossed.
Probably about 5 weeks. Give him some more time.
The only thing is the rear end that we have to get situated.
The rear end's going to get shortened, and new axles are going to get ordered and all that.
Yeah.
To elaborate a little more on the cage, like Josh says, the majority of everything is tacked in place. The only thing that's, I think, 100% done already is the top of the cage.
Yeah, the top's all done.
That's the point of no return already.
Yeah, exactly. He has to drop them through in order to go ahead
and finish up the bars on the bottom and all that stuff.
So we dropped off the window cranks to him today, so he just kind of knows where to position the X in the door bars.
Imagine how bad it would suck if that detail was overlooked.
Oh yeah, you go close the door, bam.
Or you can't roll the window down.
Well, I mean, either way, I mean, the cage is really tight, so I don't think we're going to be able to roll the window down with door closed.
Right.
Just because we don't want this situation.
Exactly. This chafing we got going on in here. Chub rubbing in here.
Didn't make that a sticker.
We got to put, like, Vaseline or something before we get in here. There's too much sexiness rubbing in this Fiat. Fifi's already sexy. You already know when we get in here.
Oh, fuck.
There's only so much that people can handle. We're sorry for that. We're sorry for that, YouTube.
If you can tell, we have the Precision 60 mil wastegate up front. It's a CO2 wastegate, so that way, you know, put pressure on the top of the wastegate and control our boost that way. Super tidy. It's going to be tied back into
the exhaust.
One of the exhausts there. Don't need any extra, you know, tubing coming out of the bottom of the car or any flames shooting underneath the bottom of the car. Just send everything right out the sides.
I mean, the heavy fabrication is almost done.
I know, we already said that though.
And the fun part is about to begin.
Which part are you referring to?
No, I'm actually looking forward to stripping the car down. That's going to be actually fun.
Oh, just getting everything off of it?
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that a bit.
Then I get to call Tito soon.
And
he's going to like that.
And we need, if y'all know anybody that wraps vehicles, we'll be on the market for that soon.
I ain't trying to pay for it though. If you want to put your name on the car and you want to wrap it, let me know.
We know people that know people, but
if not, it's going out there 3 different colors. I really don't care.
Sometimes people act like they don't know you when they know you, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, other than that, you guys already know what the next step is when we get the car back. There's a whole lot of stuff that has to happen. All the wiring, all that nonsense. We're not going to go into that again. We already took you guys down that road in the last video. But she's coming along. She's finally looking like something. She looked like a race car now. Now, the biggest issue is going to be when we roll up in Palm Beach.
That's a pro mod. Ain't no damn pro mod.
A lot of these Oye boys from the 305. Unfortunately, we're from the 305, but we're very familiar with the boys from down there. They're not going to want to run the car, so I mean, it is what it is. We're prepared.
It's a stock crank 5.3. All right, it's got a whole lot more chassis than motor. It'll be all right.
It's got big shoes to fill in terms of chassis.
Oh,
I mean, hopefully we'll see 4 digits on the dyno, but who knows?
That we will. I don't foresee that being an issue. On kill, like really leaning on it, probably like 1200, something like that.
We'll see. Then we're gonna have to get into the motor.
Eventually. My pockets ain't ready for that right now.
Your pockets ain't ready for what we got going on right now.
Because when I get into the motor, I'm not doing no stock block stuff or filling it or any of that crap. It's going LSX block and we're gonna throw whatever we can at it. Because it's got the chassis for it. That's the whole point.
All of it. All the power. All the boost. All the Benjamins. He talks about me, but I think he loves this damn car. He's put like 2,000 miles on it.
I've put 1,300 miles on it, yes. It's 1,300. I drive this a lot.
He drives this everywhere.
It's so easy to park, man. This is the dually.
The two extremes.
Yeah, I know.
It's got a purple dually.
It's not purple. Well, it's kind of purple when it's dirty.
And
brown when it's clean.
And a candy red Fiat with white wheels.
Well,
The Fiat, we couldn't pick the color.
I guess the stereotypes about dudes with big trucks, but like I even it out.
I guess. All right. Well, we are definitely rambling on at this point.
Yeah.
We're about 3 minutes past that point. If you made it this far, thank you. To the 3 or 4 of you. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys next time.